Are you ready to get hot and steamy whilst I whisper into my phallic microphone? So the first mod I'm sure a lot of you already know about is Wonderful Whims. Wonderful Whims actually does a lot to your Sims game. I actually made a guide on Wonderful Whims and Wicked Whims once. Obviously, Wicked Whims adds some more adult stuff, but I'm not condoning that. I'm not family friendly, but like I've got to have limits. Specifically though, Wonderful Whims adds an attractiveness system and it adds a menstrual cycle, birth control, woohoo changes and relationship changes to make them a lot more meaningful and dynamic. With the pack installed, Sims will actually have a chemistry system, so when they interact with each other, they may or may not be attracted to somebody depending on their preferences. The mod actually comes with custom preferences as well, based on not just, you know, personalities, but also based on the way they look physically. The mod also does make it so your Sims can have periods and variable fertility, and I think it's a lot more realistic. It also comes with, you know, birth control pills, using condoms, etc. to prevent pregnancies, and I think it's really interesting and a lot more realistic to spice up your game romantically instead of just clicking try for baby. Oh, and the mod also gives you crabs. So if for some reason you want to give your Sims crabs, you can. When it comes to woohoos, I definitely think Wonderful Whims does it in a way that's tasteful and doesn't feel gross, and it feels appropriate. So if you want like an appropriate romantic mod, I cannot recommend Wonderful Whims enough. The next one is Tinder for the Sims, known as a Simmed dating app. I actually did a let's play of this mod quite a while ago now, and it was honestly so fun. It comes with different options, so if you're looking with somebody serious, you can choose a date with a specific person. You can also go for a blind date, which is interesting. If you want to just be open-minded and spontaneous, you can do that. I know the mod has a male version and a female version, so you can choose. It also has a one-night stand option, so if you want your Sim to just have a hookup, they can do it. And it's cool because with the mod, it doesn't require you to build up like a really strong romance meter level with somebody in order to hook up. Like, you can just do it. It's basically a grinder simulator. Also, with this, you can enable or disable hookup calls from NPC townies. It's not on by default. You'll have to enable it if you want it, because obviously not everybody wants it. And if you accept the invitation, your Sims go off into a rabbit hole, and they go off for about, I think, 2 hours. I mean, 2 hours is pushing it. If this was realistic, it would be more like 2 minutes. And another thing it comes with as well, on the computer and tablet, it actually comes with online dating. So you can actually use the Simmed chat room to flirt with other Sims, which is really cool. I'm honestly surprised that The Sims 4 doesn't have a dating app, because The Sims 3 did. Even The Sims 2 did, technically. So I think this is honestly a really, really great one that I cannot recommend enough. So the next one is called the Passionate Romance mod. This one basically adds a lot more romantic interactions between Sims, and it's very reminiscent of The Sims 2 if you played that. So there's a new pie menu called Passionate Romance. In The Sims 2, we have Make Out. I can't remember if we had it in The Sims 3 or not. Even just cute things like having a snuggle or taking a romantic selfie together. By the way, YouTube has got like weirdly strict about romantic content that's sexually gratifying. So whatever they're doing right now, I actually have to completely block it out of the screen. I'm sorry. It's YouTube's fault with their system. I'm sorry. I know this is like a factual, informational video about mods, but because it's sexually gratifying, I can't show you. I'm sorry. But as you can see, custom moodlet, feeling the love from being passionate, magical kiss. It does also come with romantic selfies. I don't really care about that. I'm sorry, it's not me. But I just think if you want more romantic interactions in your game, then it definitely enhances it rather than just, you know, the same old base game ones. I mean, there's a lot in the base game. I just think if you want something that's gonna, you know, spice it up a little bit more, then why not have a little look, because there's lots. So the next mod is MC Command Center for The Sims 4. A lot of you may know this is basically like an ultimate command mod for The Sims 4. I've just had to re-download the new one for The Sims 4 Growing Together patch because I didn't download it before. Whoopsie. Firstly, I know a lot of people can't be bothered to make their Sims try for a baby and go through every pregnancy trimester. So with this, we have MC Pregnancy, and you can do pregnancy start, who the Sim is pregnant with. You can enter the number of babies to generate up to a maximum of 3. So I could have triplets, like 3 boys, or if you leave it blank, it's obviously random. Once you've done it, you can choose the pregnancy pregnancy phase for which kind of trimester that you want the sim to be in. You can also specify the count of offspring, so if you want twins or triplets or just one. You can even like change the partner to somebody else midway. You can even pause pregnancy as well to stop it moving, so it's like an indefinite pregnancy. And as you can see, she already has the baby bump, and I think it's a very useful cheat. The next one is the autonomous first kiss. In The Sims 4, if you want to have a first kiss, it cannot be autonomous. You have to actually like manually do it, but with this mod, it just makes it basically so it's autonomous. I think it's funny how in The Sims 4, like if they want to kiss, you have to make them do it if it's the first one. And I know some people love that control, but other people don't. They want things to happen more naturally. And if you have two Sims and you just want to see them naturally play out with their romance, I think having them autonomously kiss is great. I can't show you because YouTube will demonetize me for it. I don't want that. But yeah, it's a great one. This next one does the exact same thing, but with proposals. It makes it so Sims will autonomously propose to each other. Also, with the download link for this mod, it also comes with autonomous breakups. So if you want your Sim to autonomously break up with you, you can also add that. They've made them separate because obviously I think not a lot of people want auto breakups, but they do want auto proposals, which is why there's the option. I personally would love both just because it's a little bit more chaotic, but you can choose which one. The next one is the slice of life mod. This one adds a lot of things, as you can see here, but you can actually pick and choose which ones that you want in your game. So you don't have to have all of these different things. I personally recommend South Woohoo. I'm not even going to show you on screen and like blur a box because I will definitely get demonetized either way. But I think it's a cool addition and a lot more of a mature addition for those of you who are of the age to know what that means. And if you don't want to get the Wonderful Whims mod, it also comes with a menstrual cycle thing here too. But I personally think one of the more naughtier things you can do is have a South Woohoo mod for a single sim. I think it's a really great touch. We all do it. Let's be honest. When you click on the download link, it will have these different ones. So if I scroll to, for example, South Woohoo, funnily enough, this is the one that has some of the most downloads. And then you just click download. There's also a lot of other stuff in this mod that's not related to romantic things, and I recommend that you click on all of these and it will give you a brief description of what they're like. The next one is Sims 4 Ghosts Can Have Babies mod. Does what it says on the tin. Couldn't be any more obvious. How can a ghost have a little baby? I do not know, but you can do it if you want to with ghosts with the mod. The same creator has done the no sleep after woohoo thing. There is actually a bug that's existed ever since the Sims 4 base game. Basically, when you make two Sims woohoo, they will autonomously sleep after doing it, but it doesn't actually raise the sleep need. It's so weird, but this mod actually prevents it. It's by the same creator, so it's very useful. So I very much hope this video was useful. If it was, you might also enjoy this video or this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.